Hello fellow riders, it's March 2021 and I'm here with my TU250X preparing it for the spring season. And today I'm going to show you how I clean and lube my bike's chain. The process is very simple and easy to do, and most importantly, it is fun. I always thoroughly enjoy it. Also, I want to add that I usually do this every 400 to 600 miles or when I see that the chain looks dirty, dry, or when specks of rust appear at places. As I've come to find out, regularly cleaning and lubing your bike's chain not only extends the bike's life, but it also, and this is crucial, noticeably improves its performance. So if you're interested in this, stick around and we'll get started. Step 1. The first thing you want to do is set up the materials. Here are the materials I use to clean and lube my bike's chain. A car jack to lift up the rear tire, vinyl gloves, rags, a screwdriver to remove the chain guard, a cleaning brush, and the Maxima chain wax care kit, which came highly recommended from an acquaintance. I use them all together, but you can use them separately as well. And I have to say, this chain kit does wonders, although I have to point out that I neither wish to advertise this product nor am I paid to do so. I'm sure there are plenty of other effective chain lubes out there. I do not have a lifetime of experience with bikes, so please make sure to do your own research on this. I'm merely sharing what has so far worked for me. To begin with, a word of caution. Make sure to clean and lube the chain after a ride, not immediately before it. This ensures that lubricating agents have enough time to settle in the chain. Step 2. Place your bike on an appropriate stand so that the rear wheel moves freely. If you have a center stand, then you are blessed. In my case, I had to improvise with a car jack and a chunk of wood, which I placed as buffer between the top bracket or the saddle of the jack and the bike's frame to avoid any damage from the jack to the frame. For safety, ensure that the bite is strong and the bike is stable before proceeding. Step 3. Remove your bike's chain guard if it has one. Step 4. Spray cleanup on the entire chain to be cleaned. For best results, Maxima recommends that the chain be cold. Try to avoid spraying it on the rear tire, even though that sounds a lot easier than it is. Then let it stand for 1 minute. Step 5. Use a chain brush or soft brush to break up and dislodge dirt, grease, oil buildup, and etc. etc. You may also use a rag to wipe off grease from places where it shouldn't be. Step 6. Rinse the chain with cold water. Today I didn't use a hose. Instead, I used a bucket of water, which did a pretty good job. Step 7. Spray the chain generously with the multi-purpose penetration lube. Let it sit for a few seconds. This basically displaces water from the chain and protects it from rust and corrosion. If your chain is heavily rusted or corroded, then you can reapply the lube again on those parts. Finally, spray the chain wax while rotating the wheel. Be generous, but not too generous with the wax, and be sure to apply the wax to the inside of the chain. Now the important part. Maxima says that you may in fact drive the bike after 15 minutes. I recommend you let it sit until the next day. So perform this maintenance after you do all the day's riding. You want to do this for 2 reasons. First, this ensures that lubricating agents have enough time to settle in the chain, and second, you don't want oil splattered all over your bike. It just ain't right. One final note, use the rag to wipe any dirt off the rear sprocket. So that's it, fellow bikers. I hope this video helped and did not waste your time. Please feel free to subscribe and or leave a comment, especially if you have any feedback or questions on how to clean and lubricate the chain of a motorcycle for maximum performance. Until next time, ride free and be safe.